You're listening to Diamondback Radio, the airsoft podcast nobody asked for. Powered by Fujin Airsoft, home of the Shinto plate carrier. Check us out on Patreon, maybe send some money. And as always, keep checking out our Instagram page for content updates. Diamondback Radio. What is happening, airsofters? Welcome back to Diamondback Radio. This week I'm broadcasting from my bed. I'm bedbound today, waiting for that lumbar puncture, with a stick of needle in your spine. So yeah, been advised to stay off, and so that's what I'm doing. So no new games so far, but there are a few in the works for November, so stay tuned for that. We'll be starting our site reviews. That's going to be fucking cool. Okay, let's dive straight in before the anesthetic wears off. Diamondback Radio. Okay, welcome back. Like I said, this might be a short episode. We'll see how we get on with that. Hope you're liking this music, by the way. I'm doing all this through Suno. I mean, say what you want about AI. Right now, this fucking slaps. It's on version 4.5 for the free one. Obviously, there's version 5 for the pro version, but I ain't paying that. And yeah, it's really cool to sort of get the right kind of prompts in there. So I just want to... Oh, my stomach's rumbling. Oh no. Yeah, so like I say, pretty much bedbound. I've got a cat next to me now. She's fucking needy. Honest to God, I'm sure she's half border collie, because I've never known a cat like her. She's proper clingy. and you'll probably hear her wowling or like rubbing herself on the mic. So hopefully it won't be too bad. I mean, with any luck, I might get to talk about Airsoft. It might just be me fucking whinging and complaining and having to deal with this motherfucker. The doctor is in. Diamondback Therapy. Yeah, I thought I'd just cut straight into the fucking therapy segment because we may as well. So, yeah, in the time it's taken me to get to this stage, it's been a couple of days since the lumbar puncture. So, here's the latest on that motherfucking front. So, it all started off fairly bog standard. It's like, right, here's the needle, here's the church, here's the steeple, whatever. And yeah, we're going to jab you in the spine, take 4 vials of fluid off you. The 4th one's the important one. It's going to be about 6 weeks to get the results on that. And yeah, it's been about, it's been 10 minutes. Off you go, mate. It's like, cool. It's like, just rest up for the rest of the day. Be totally fine. It's like, cool. Rested up. Had a little headache. That was probably the worst it was. And yeah, then the next day, I just basically got told to do more of the same. I was like, right, okay. So I've been following all that advice, and this headache just hasn't quite gone away. It seems to subside when I'm laid flat, because obviously gravity is a bitch. And yeah, so went into work today, managed to get up until maybe 2 hours in, and I'm on the floor of the office trying to like sort out admin and getting cover sorted. I was like, I need to go to the hospital. So ended up in A&E because they said, oh yeah, go to urgent care and then go there. Like, right, 111 sent me here. It's like, well, why are you here? You should be in A&E. It's kind of like, right, well, they said otherwise, but whatever. So yeah, all that out of the way, spent a good couple of hours kind of either sat up or have my head resting on my wife's lap. So finally got seen to, and yeah, turns out, going by their prognosis, that I have some kind of, I can't even like think of the term for it now, but it's essentially a post-puncture headache. So only affects maybe 30% of patients that go in for lumbar puncture, and I'm one of that percentage. So that could just be based down to when they initially had me get it done in the first place, where you're meant to lay down for about 4 hours afterwards and be observed. So I wasn't, so that could be one of the reasons. So yeah, he just said, right, well, these things can last up to 10 days. So, just go home, rest up, stay hydrated. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, that's kind of the latest, really. Still feel a bit shit in my head, but I'm getting there with it. It's just getting over all this physical shit now. And yeah, with any luck, I should be back on my feet in a couple of days' time and can maybe finally get out to play another game. But until then, check out this piece of music that I had Suno like a prompt up. Honestly, all these songs right now, like I think since this whole version 4.5, everything is doing really good, because it'll normally give you like 2 versions of what you want. One of them will be an absolute flop, the other will be fucking gold dust. Check it out.
Tasted the spark, yeah, the fire in your eyes, whiskey on your breath, no goodbyes. Hands like lightning, hearts like thieves. The clock don't care what the soul believes. 1 shot, 2 shots, don't stop now. Let it burn, let it out. Have another round on me. 1 more night, just you and me. Burn it chef cuts the dark, sharp as a blade, like a storm that never fades. Smoke curls, shadows play on the wall. We dance like we had it all. One shot, two shots, don't stop now. Take it fast, don't ask how. Have another round on me. One more night, just you and me. Burn it down, wild and free. Have another round on me. Have another round on me. One more night, just you and me. Burn it down, wild and free. Have another round on me. 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 Have another round on me.
Live, laugh, light 'em up. Diamondback Radio. Ah, that's just perfect. Honestly, chef's kiss. Compliment to the algorithm. Anyway, yeah, might try a bit of shop talk. What do you reckon? Yeah? Alright, let's dive in. Controversial subject, but I'm not a fan of speed softer type guns. You know the ones I mean, where they look very uber designer, proper skeletonized body, fucking like rail mount further back and 2 feet over where you're meant to be fucking shooting. And yeah, like I don't like it. It's, for lack of a better expression, they look tacky to me. You know, like the inside of a Turkish barber's. Like, there's too much gold and too much like shiny stuff, and it just doesn't look right to me. Maybe it's just my aging millennial brain. You know, I'm from the old school Call of Duty, like the Modern Warfare, like that predates the remake of Modern Warfare. You know, where MP5s and M4A1s were like all the rage. Like everyone just got the rocks off to it. That's my era of plinkers. Like, I like a bit of heft in my guns. I like a bit of gritty realism. You know, I'm happy just running something like my Krink with old school wooden furniture. There's nothing fancy on it. There's like a folding stock, set of irons, you know, like the little bit of the back where you can adjust it. That doesn't even work. You know, like it flips, but I can't see any difference. But I just point and I shoot. And that's all I need. You know, I'm just a simple man trying to make his way in the universe. But again, very controversial thought process. This is my tinfoil hat brain going on. But if you feel the need to run something that's HBA tapped, fucking binary trigger, hair trigger, tracer unit, and God knows what else, with a big meaty drum mag on, and you're spraying and you're praying, should you even be shooting regardless? Like, it reminds me of that scene in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, you know, with like Sean Connery, and he's got the American agent with the 2 6-shooters, and he's not hitting a barn door, and he's like, if you can't shoot with one gun, don't shoot at all. And that's kind of my thoughts on this whole thing, where like, if you feel the need to spray all this like plastic down range, and like surely like one little burst will be sufficient. And yeah, like it doesn't seem like a lot of skills involved. You know, I get it. You got to be fast. Got to go fast and all that bullshit. But yeah, like, I don't know. I just don't like the aesthetic. And like, I get it. It's not up to me what you wear on the field. Wear what you want. I mean, I've seen people in bloody like French maid outfits, and if that rattles their snake, then yeah, whatever. Who am I to judge? It's just not for me. But what are your thoughts? Drop a comment down below and let me know. You remember the good old days, back when the internet was an honest and wholesome place. Remember a time before Bitcoin scams and influencers were just called douchebags? Diamondback Radio remembers. Diamondback Reviews, cutting through the bullshit and giving you some God-honest truth for once. Like the good old days. Alright, going to continue with our reviews. Going to do one of the sites this time around, so it's going to be quite exciting. So I thought to start off with a bit of a golden oldie. So back when I was doing all the nerfing, this is the site that was kind of our home site. So the last time I actually played Airsoft here was a good 2 years ago. So I am, of course, talking about Northern Alliance Airsoft in Dishfirth. This is near Thirsk in the northeast of England. And yeah, this is, obviously, since I've last played there, they did unfortunately have an arson attack there, so their HQ building just went up in flames. And this is the unfortunate thing with outdoor sites, where they are prone to vandalism, and it's one of those unfortunate things that can't quite be tackled, because it would mean having a big perimeter fence going all the way around the sites. Obviously, costs are going to run right the way up. So yeah, you're going to get kids who are just bored and they just set fire to things. And yeah, unfortunately, this is one of those times where it kind of went a bit too far. So they've got the building works in place to get things back and running again. So I haven't really played a game there since, so this review might be a little bit dated, so apologies in advance for that one. But to give you a quick overview of what the site actually looks and feels like, it is a wartime site. So it's next to RAF Dishfirth. So like, it used to be a munitions storage facility during the Second World War, so it stored bombs, ammunition for the machine guns, like really like cool shit. And a lot of these buildings still remain. I mean, a lot of them are like, they're basically designed to withstand like bombs going off. So yeah, really cool aesthetic if you like your post-apocalyptic type of stuff. And it's that kind of site where it's deceptive. It will cripple you if you're not too careful. Like, again, with outdoor sites, you're prone to foxholes and rabbit holes. So, like, always watch your foot in. The cat is scratching at the door. Don't know if you can hear her wowling, but she's a fucking needy cow. Any hoozle. So, yeah, you've got two sort of main stretches of buildings. You've got your big 5 and your big 6. So they're like the old storage, like warehousey type buildings. You've got the SBDs, which is their CQB sort of like arena. So the way that's set out, I mean, you can tell that section was built to store high explosives, because all the walls, when they built all the trenches in World War One, it was all zigzagged and there were so many corners. So when grenades or mortars went in, it would sort of like absorb some of the shock. That's pretty much where I think all that was stored, and that's a very nice sort of tight, like a tight knit like area to play in. You've got a lot of open ground as well, so you have like a downed convoy, and again, this is where some of the vandalism kind of helps it in a way. Kind of like certain parasites that can kind of like help out somehow. So when kids have been on the site setting fire to things, obviously these cars, they weren't meant to be burnt out, but it kind of makes it look like a post-apocalyptic like scene, which kind of adds to the charm of the place. So yeah, you got all of those. Got a few little trench networks and things like that. But I've never really played in that section. It's usually quite overgrown whenever I've played there. But yeah, it's got a nice variety of places to play. And when it comes down to, I mean, when I'm reviewing all these sites, I kind of base it on a couple of like key topics. So this is one of them, and then next one is like what the facilities are like. So kind of boring stuff maybe, but you know, for those who haven't played there, they might want to know what's going on with it. So as far as facilities go, obviously they've got a toilet block, running water on site. I think it's drinkable, but I've never chanced it. I think it's just a like if and when you want to do it kind of thing. It's always best to bring your own water anyway, but you know, like there is water there if you need to like clean your boots off and things like that. So that's a nice touch. The old HQ building, obviously that did all the admin and stuff, so you could buy your smokes, your bangs, and a few little bits like that. As far as kind of food and drink goes, I know Nathan, who was running the site at the time, I think he's still running the site as well now, but sometimes he'll bring sort of cans and sort of Mars bars to sort of buy on site as well. So there are things there to buy, but it's more of a case of kind of bring your own food and drink just to be on the safe side. And yeah, so it's all in all like pretty good setup. I mean, price wise, you're talking like your average, you know, for like a walk on price of like £25 for the day. So like I could be wrong, but game time is usually about maybe 9 or 10. I want to say 9 o'clock, but either way, you get a full day's worth of games out of it. I mean, the last game is usually about 4 o'clock. The site is locked to semi-auto only, so that might hinder you if you're into like your drum mags and your full auto. I don't know if it's the same for like support weapons, you know, for like your LMG type of loadouts, so that might be locked to it as well. Obviously, I don't run any support weapons. I've purely assault and sort of like CQB type thing, so that might be a consideration for what you want to pack for the day. So yeah, on the whole, pretty decent site, nice terrain to move around in, fairly standard basic facilities, good value for money, and yeah, locked to that semi-auto like limit. So I'd rate that a good 7 mags out of 10. Pretty solid. Obviously, I haven't seen it recently, but would happily recommend anyone check it out when they've got a game on. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stick a pin in it for now, but thank you for checking out this very short edition of Downback Radio. Yeah, I know you haven't caught me at my best today, but, you know, are you paying for it? Nah. Yeah, maybe chuck us a $5, I'll get my feet out for you. How would you like the sound of that? But anyway, go me for doing all this. You know, like, I should be resting, but whatever. I've got everything I need right here. But anyway, guys, be good to each other, and I shall see you on the next episode. Peace.